Yeah, but the way penalty kicks work is you don't fail penalty kicks. The penalty kicks is you both sides roll a dice and add the number of re-rolls. So they absolutely had to have that doesn't make any sense. The penalty shootout doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I can't really talk about that for the other stream. But there you go. That just doesn't make any sense. Right, so he's got an Apo. Guinness has got 3 re-rolls and an Apo, so he induced the third re-roll. Wow. That was funny. What a comedy of errors that match was. Wow. Oh wow, he got dodge on his Garda. That's very nice, isn't it? Especially in this match. A sidestep on a block skink. Wow. Wow. So there you go. 3 guard, a dodge, a leader, and an agility versus 2 block, a block skink, 2 sidesteppers and a down tackle. Wow. That was hilarious. What a hilarious finish to the Dwarves. That was unbelievably bad. And they're probably all talking about it, justifying it, except Sage and Lupak won't be justifying it, surely. Surely Sage and Lupak will be tearing them apart. That was horrific. I mean, that was well deserved. That was absolutely well deserved, that result. Wow. That was outstanding. What an unbelievable finish. Shame on knockoff. I mean, it sounds harsh to be that gleeful about, but he really threw it away, didn't he? He really threw it away. Something else. And that is unbelievable. Oh yeah, Spartako delayed so he could choose dodge when the Dwarf lost the other semi-final. That's probably true. Yeah, nearly. No, because it was... yeah, maybe you're right, except it hadn't finished, had it? Or maybe it had. No, they were playing before the penalty kicks. Wow. No, this is live right now. I just missed a bit of the setup. This is absolutely live. Benny Hill music played. That was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. What a crazy ending to the other game. Blodge guard might be huge against Orcs here. I mean against lizards here. Yeah, Knockoff must not have understood it. Yeah, Knockoff must not have understood the overtime rules. That's the only thing. Yeah, Lupak looks like The Walking Dead. That's hilarious. Oh my god, Lupak on the official stream is hilarious. Wow, it's not even late as well. I'm an hour ahead of him. That is lame. Yeah, the Dwarfs absolutely threw that match. Deserved to lose. and I am absolutely happy that he lost. This isn't Pokemon. Yeah, it is. The higher quality semi-final by an absolute country mile. Wow. That was... You've got to be happy that the Dwarves lost that. That was shameful. A shameful display from them at the end there. Thank you for getting to BB. Thank you very much for the follow. The state of this match, if you're just joining us, is that Guinness won the first game, thanks to some horrific dice, to be fair, from Spartako. Pretty even match in terms of play. Demo, thank you for the follow, sir. Yeah, so Guinness has got the advantage amazingly. I mean, Spartako was my favourite for not just this match but the whole tournament. But he did have some rough dice. Dwarfs. Wow. That was crazy. Oh yeah, 1-0. Yeah, I should do something, shouldn't I? I don't even know where this is. Oh, I can't do it. It's beyond me. Spartako, no. Spartako hasn't been outplayed at all, mate. Yep, Guinness took game 1. The reason that that Spartako lost is he made a 1 in 81 block, which then on the following turn Guinness made 2 Kaz. So he absolutely got crushed. That one turn crushed him, and then he still managed to get to make a breakaway, and then 1 in 36 is GFI to kind of get safe. Yeah, there was really good drama. There was really good drama in the other semi-final. Yep, can't argue with that. Wow. No, Spartako didn't knock 2 Soros off the pitch in 1 turn, did he? Oh, he got the death. The death with Apo fail was obviously unlucky, but there you go. It's 1-0 to Guinness at the moment. Bucky. Yeah, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. I'm surprised he doesn't... No, I'm not surprised he hasn't gone for the wizard here. Because he can always go for the wizard on the last one, can't he? I've turned up the sounds of the game a little bit, but oh yeah, did Spartako keep the move-busted Black Orc? That is a good question. No, he's kept him. He's absolutely kept him.
I feel the need for speed.
Ah, thank you, Net Voodoo. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, a wall of orcs for the guard. The guard's there. Yeah, absolutely. The higher the TV goes, the more you favour orcs, of course. But if Spartako wins this one, Guinness will definitely have the wizard in the decider. So that will be interesting. You should be able to hear the game sound. People generally don't complain about it. But yeah, it's not so much that the skinks have SPP sponged as much as he's just had lizardmen die, which is brutal. No more dwarves. It's the second game, Net Voodoo. I should. Okay, I'm going to try and add something here. Ah, yeah, here it is. Right. There you go. There's the there's the score in the legs there. Right, so he's made a strong cage here. That's fair enough, but he's just set up to get hit away again, hasn't he? I think Spartako will again just try and stall him out and just stop him from scoring altogether. Yeah, dwarf hate is definitely a big thing. So you can blitz a skink here with a guard, maybe. Get another guard in here. 2D him down, 2D these guys. I mean, you can 2D all three of these and 2D a skink as well if that's what he wants to do. Yes, Shawnee, it is. Wow, that game was so great. That other semi was so crazy. Well, Dynamodes, unfortunately, the first two turns, all I've talked about is the other match because it was so insane. But I guess I should not mention it anymore. But everyone else can talk about the other semi-final. It was a pretty crazy finish. That's all I can say. Yeah, so blitz the guard in, that made sense. Because then even if it was a push and he'd sidestep to there, he gets the assist in to make this a 2D. Still not breaking. He also only broke, Spartako only broke AV 3 times in the whole match. Which, you know, he got to hit some skinks that was pretty unlucky. Yeah, Dynamodes. To say I wasn't impressed is an understatement. It was pretty crazy stuff. Hard to believe at times. So now he gets to block him on 2, then block him on 2, and then block him on 2. No mighty blow, no, but by sheer weight of blocks. The last match, Spartako made about 50 blocks, Guinness made about 30, yet Guinness broke AV twice as much as Spartako against all armor 9, so it's pretty crazy. Yeah, the standard in this semi is so much higher than the other one. But I mean, you can never bet against Skaven, can you really? They're always in with a shot. This is why I don't like putting people in contact on offense, you know, because he's got his best, arguably his best offensive player knocked down, another guy knocked down, maybe his Crocs knocked down, and for what? I just don't like it. Nah, that's a shame, Matiev. I'm sorry. No, the reason that I like Spartako, and I do, you know, I do want him to win. I'm not going to lie. I want whoever wins the World Cup to be better than me. And to be honest, out of the whole 64, that narrows it down to Strider 84 or Spartako, who I could conceivably see as having the advantage against me in a best of 3. So obviously anybody in the top 64 could beat me in a best of 3. I'm not that conceited, but I would definitely make Stride, well, arguably Stride and the favourite, but definitely Sparta could be the favourite against me in a best of 3. Of that I have no doubt. But the others, I think I'd be favourite, but you know. But anyone could beat me in a best of 3. Absolutely anybody. Now, thank you very much for the follow. Hoppy and Grill, whatever it is. Why not push the Crocs up so only block 1 instead of 3? It's a fair question, but he needs to commit another player now to get him to block. See, at the moment it's a 1 dice block here, so he's got to commit more men here to be able to make a block with him now. Doug 1970, thank you very much.
I feel the need for speed.
It's 10 past 2 right now. Yeah, I don't like having a cage here. Yeah, with lizard men. I don't like this. He's just begging to get this cage swamped right now. Like any bash team, I don't like caging near halfway like a proper X cage like this against other bash teams. You know, you want to have your front and then have them behind safe. So this is, but I mean, I guess the fact he's got a blodger, he can just dodge away, can't he? If he gets in. Yeah, he's got 2 guard here though, but he's got his blodger. I mean, he also doesn't even need to. He can just screen it. He might be content to screen it, stop him breaking through. So far, Spartako has played kind of like the ballsy defense of trying to stop people scoring and stuff. So he might not go on men's contact here. He might just knock these guys down, blitz a skink, and set up a wall. Yep, the Orc team does indeed seem powerful. 3 guard, including a blodger, a leader. I like the leader. An edge. Block skink's pretty cool. And then obviously, but he's got the skills on here, which really wants block Saurus. You could definitely roll some 1-in-9s and get screwed. To be fair, Guinness played really quite well on defense. I think he misplayed scoring when he did, and I think he also misplayed defending the 2-turn touchdown. But he got the Spartako had some rough dice in the second half, and Guinness turned him over and won 2-1. So that was the story of the match, the first match. Yeah, plus edge for the thrower. Blitz is over here, so we won't really want to blitz this skink unless it's on 3 dice with a black orc, because then it would get him into another block here, but I guess he's not going to go for that. Interesting follow-up. Is he going to go for all men's contact now?
I feel the need.
Ah, Strider 84. Thank you for the follow, sir. The legend who won a box major with humans. Pretty impressive. But got diced out of this this World Cup. And thank you Squiggy 1981 as well.
The need for speed.
I didn't really say that, Shawnee. I just think it's arguable. More arguable than Spartako from what we've seen so far. Hello, Malak. Yes, congratulations. I guess I'm spoiling it here. I'm spoiling this one. But yeah, it was great. Yeah, at least the Skaven won against the Dwarves. It was impressive by knockoff to lose that one, really, wasn't it? Starting the overtime with 5 rerolls. Wow, double skull. Yeah, he's got the extra reroll, he can reroll that. And also there's no overtime, is there? This half kind of thing. So he has gone for the basing of the cage. Well, the thing is, Spartako, he always gets the extra blocks in, doesn't he?
I feel the
But I'm surprised he did this without getting this guy in.
for speed.
Rotholf, thank you for the follow. Yeah, 2 beefy teams, you can't just cage in the face of your opponent. Yeah, I really didn't like the cage in the face of the opponent. However, he does have a skink, so you can just do one. I think it's not very good for Guinness, you know. Everyone's based up except for Skinks. Maybe the guard goes in here so that he can't block out. I still could though, couldn't he, on a 1 dice? But I think maybe he's put the guard in here. But then he's got all 3 guard in the same place, which exposes him to reversal. Thank you, Mr. Deemster. One thing I've noticed is Spartako really doesn't like, you know, getting his chips in. So I think if he can keep this guy back unengaged, I think he will. Yeah, Knockoff played okay for a lot of it, but he botched obviously. Yeah, in the 3rd game. I mean, he pissed it away the 3rd game. Can't argue with that. And yeah, watching the 1st game, I think Malak played better the 1st game definitely, and didn't see the 2nd one. So there you go. And exactly, yes, exactly, Minaris. The pressure is so high that it is hard to fault someone for not playing the best. Absolutely. I mean, and it is easy when you're watching the game to pick apart plays and stuff. But he was really awful. Awful. Knockoff was awful the last few turns. You know, he really threw it away. Massively threw it away. But yeah, to be fair to everybody, it is the highest stakes anyone's ever played Blood Bowl. So you can definitely understand. And you know, I make boneheaded mistakes just playing in Col, so you know, it's you've got to be critical when the plays are bad, but you can certainly understand the plays being bad because of the pressure. Yeah, I don't think Spartako is going to overcommit Zerail. It's not a wasted turn at all. No, I think it's not a wasted turn. I just think it's got him into a bad position because now he's what is he doing? That's the question. Like, he makes this block obviously. And he can knock him down and knock him down. So he can knock down two blitzers, which is nice. But he's getting overwhelmed a bit, isn't he? Yeah, exactly, Valenik. Yeah, of course. Yeah, been playing for about 4 hours already. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was absolutely, you know, I'm not going to blame anyone for playing a bit crap. God knows I've played crap enough times. Yep, overpowered blodge doing a thing there. Yeah, if the Crocs had guard, it'd be absolutely massive. You really do I really like early on. You know, if you're not going to re-roll your 2 DBs, which you know you mostly don't, then I really like blitzing with the Crocs, getting those 3 DBs or blitzers with them, and get those Kazas rolling in on the Crocs, because him getting guard makes such a difference. I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic now. That's pretty good, Delaney. May the better orc win. Yeah, good night, Strider. So yeah, he's getting the Crocs blitz in. So yeah, he gets to swing this guy around. 4, 5, 6. But a GFI to hit him. Suited, booted and muted. I like that. It was a pretty decent turn from Guinness here. I rotate people to keep them fresh, Shawnee, because I guess it's tough to, you know, it'd be crazy for somebody to just start streaming at 6 and then do it for 8 hours and then keep going through the next 2 games as well, but I guess I'm doing it because I'm a badass. So he can't really make this one dicer, can he? But then on the other hand, he's going to get... Oh! He's going to get 2 diced if he doesn't. Yeah, I'd put spoiler in the title, absolutely, yeah. See, I mean, just moving that one guy almost shuts down this sideline play, doesn't it? Hello, Mac858, long time no see. So what's he going to do? Swing these 2 guys around and just try to have a solid turn, or? I don't know. Could get the guard in here and this guy here and try to just blast down the line. No, he's going to get them in the middle. Ooh, big KO. Well, Matiav 96, I would have said Spartako, but now that he's 1-0 down, maybe if he evens it up to 1-1, it looks like he'll be facing a wizard in the 3rd. And without making spoilers here, I guess I've got to say spoilers for the other match in the description of the YouTube. Obviously, seeing as Malak is in the final, he has to be the favourite, doesn't he? Wow. Can he re-roll this? I guess he can. The other game ended, Fraggle Smurf, with Knockoff absolutely throwing the game away crazily. So all credit to Malak there. Yeah, rats against orcs or lizards, both be interesting games. You know, obviously it's going to be easy for the orcs because they've got an agility 4 Hansa, whereas the gut runners are just going to be able to torment the skinks. So I guess Malak will be cheering on Guinness here. Yeah, it went a penalty kick. At the start of overtime, the dwarves had 5 rerolls, so literally couldn't lose the penalty kicks. And then he managed to use 4 of his rerolls, including 2 for basically no reason. And then he lost the penalty kicks. Yeah, Guinness supposedly has started the game recently, yeah. Yeah, but they certainly could have done well, couldn't they? So again, it's tricky for Guinness here, isn't it? He hasn't got a Saurus free to blitz this guy, so he'd have to use 3 skinks, which is something he doesn't want to do. Spartako's really good at just not letting people through at all, whereas I tend to shepherd them in a direction. So at least, you know, I've got 4 turns of something to score. Spartako always goes for the just blanket. Wall people off, don't let them score, which is a bit risky because obviously if it doesn't work you end up with only 2 turns or something to score yourself. So he did use all 3 skinks to get the 2Ds get the 2D there. Is he going to just make a... He can't even make that much of a break for it, can he? Go here so it's a 4+. Or run back. Having 2 sidesteppers is pretty nice. No. Can't outrun a 2D, so you're better off probably going here and making it a 4+ than a 3-2-2. No, maybe it's not, because if you run down here then you know you risk other things. I don't know, I guess he's just going to run down here. Yeah, that makes sense to stand there and make it a 4+ dodge. Yeah, Mossman threw the game against Knockoff hard, yeah. And that's the thing, I mean, it is tough for people, isn't it, with all the pressure and that. I wouldn't go that far with Gentir BB. It depends, because Spartako's going to have to play Guinness again at least, and he's going to want guard if he can get it. So, pretty big turn from the Crocs here, isn't he? Because if he gets the push here, then he totally ties him up. Then he might get blocked away anyway, actually. So it's not that big. I guess he's just not going to activate him. But now you can block him away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 GFI. GFI for 2 dice. It's a pretty easy 2 dice here on the ball. A bit of a crazy play by Guinness, I think. But I mean, this is essentially easy, isn't it? Block here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 GFI. But he's going to probably have to use a reroll on the hit. Be prepared to use a reroll on the hit. And we'll only leave him with 1, maybe. It's an incredibly easy 2D, yeah. Oh, he can even just go there, yeah. Yeah, he wouldn't even need to run all the way. He doesn't even need GFI, does he? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th one there. Yeah, it's ridiculously easy. Wow. The only weakness is having to move the Black Orc first. But yeah, that's unbelievably easy. Wow. Wow. Oh, he went around that way. See, I think the way he wants to go, the reason he wants to go around here is to push him back. But I mean, I didn't even see that, and maybe he just didn't see that as well. But I didn't even push him back, so he pushed him the same way and followed. So he absolutely should have hit him from this direction, because he'd gone 1, 2, 3, 4, and he'd have had movement left to pick it up. But obviously, this guy's going to go for that. 2 GFIs to pick up. So he doesn't really want to stand him up, does he? Because he can get surfed pretty easily. No, maybe he's not that easily. Maybe he could just stand him up. Yeah, that was absolutely abysmal positioning by Guinness. He should have just run back. He committed himself to it by putting these 3 guys to knock him down, and then just followed through instead of running away. It's not a dodge with reroll Vegente BB, because this skink has diving tackle. So he definitely does not want to make this dodge here. Yeah, he kind of should have blocked with the Crocs. However, if he had then, and he boneheads, it's really terrible, isn't it? Wow. Spartako's bad dice continue here. Can he risk this extra GFI? He almost has to, doesn't he? Almost, but I guess he just doesn't. He just stands up and plays it safe. The thing is, he stands him up, then it's just a dodge to 1 dice power him, isn't it? Yeah, true. Fatigue is definitely going to be a factor here. Yeah, if he falls over, it's too bad. At least now there's 2 tackle zones on the ball. Yeah, he couldn't GFI, he really couldn't. Is he going to go for a cheeky dodge here? No, he'll just 2D him. Moving here would be not really very relevant, would it? Maybe put him in there to stop him or something. 75% dodge, it's worth thinking about it rather than just blocking. Yeah, dwarves are definitely starting to drop off by 1700 TV, but they can certainly just crush the chaos. Because ultimately, Mighty Blow piling on against armor 8 isn't that much worse than Clawpon, really. You know, like, obviously it is worse, but Not crazy Lewis. Yeah, so he did go in there to stop him getting surfed. That makes sense. Oh yeah, it was only 1 day. I didn't see this Saurus. So there you go. You know, the fatigue's getting to me too. Yeah, so the fact the dodge is much better than a 1D, I think. Even though obviously the 1D only fails in a 1 in 6 and the dodge was a 1 in 4. He gets much more benefit out of getting to here, I think. So yeah, this game's looking pretty good for Spartako right now, isn't it? All of a sudden we're on turn 6. It'll be sad though that Spartako's used 3 rerolls and Guinness hasn't used any. But I mean, that was a very strange play by Guinness. Getting both blitzers with Guardians completely neuters the Skinks, doesn't it? Very nice. The only thing is by moving him out, now he can 2D him and then he could 2D him. And these Skinks could potentially go around somewhere, but it's not easy at all. He could block him off and free up this Saurus. The Skink can score, yeah, if he just YOLOs it, but I think it's, well, you would think it's too crazy to try, but seeing as the way he played there, who knows what he'll do. So yeah, he frees up that Saurus there. I mean, I don't know what good it does him freeing up this Saurus, but he's freed up. Yeah, obviously being lucky and good is the best. You can win if you play bad but you're lucky, and you can win if you're unlucky but play well. It's just when you play badly and you're unlucky that things get bad. Whew. Good job it was his block player. Yep, Black Orc leader, absolutely. That's the pro-choice leader on your Black Orc, by the way. My top of the ladder Orcs did that. Well, the Orcs needed a 6 on 4 dice. That's the thing, said the coach. And also, not only would he need a 5 or 6 to pick it up, he'd need a 1 in 9, then another 1 in 9, then another 1 in 9, which may turn into a 1 in 3. So, like he could do it, of course he could do it. And he did it as well. Wow, and he made the GFIs. So there you go, better lucky than good. Wow. Wow. Spartako versus the dice is what this game is. Yeah. Yeah, it was 3-3, 5-3, 2-2 with skill rerolls on some of them. What were the odds? We can have a look here. Let's see what the odds of that were. He had a dodge man. The chance of that was 13.7 without a reroll and 29 with one. Nearly 30%, so it wasn't even that crazy. It looks crazy, but it wasn't that crazy, was it? And to be fair, it was essentially his only chance to score, wasn't it? Yep, LUK. Click player, click end zone, win. Yeah, 30% wasn't that bad when your alternative is to just lose as well. But I mean, he should score now, shouldn't he, Spartako? 3 turns, agility 4 thrower, but he's only got 1 reroll. If he had 2 rerolls, you'd fancy him, but with only 1 he could definitely not score. And this is the thing, right? Look, this is why people were saying he can't make that GFI with the thrower, because if he fails, it's too easy for the lizardmen to score. Well, the lizardmen had a 30% chance to score anyway. So surely it's better for you to make your 1 in 6 go for it, so that then they don't get that chance. You know, and it's one of those things where playing safe, although it actually seems like the right play, it was actually right for him to make that GFI, wasn't it? As bad as it would have been if he'd failed, better to fail a 16% chance than your opponent make a 30% chance. Yeah. So, I mean, you've got to fancy Guinness to win this match. He's already 1-0 up in the series. He's 1-0 up in the match. And even if Spartako ties up the series, then Guinness is going to have a wizard in the best of 3 decider. He's got to, hasn't he? You can't not take the wizard to get to the final, really. Yeah. Bitching on Reddit will never end, ever. Just like Dode and Voodoo Mike talking about stats. Talking crap about stats. But it is funny, wasn't it? That was funny, that GFI. Pretty much everyone thought it was too risky to make. I mean, I thought it was too risky to make that GFI from the throw. But it turns out, if he makes that GFI and he picks it up, he doesn't concede a touchdown for sure, does he? If he doesn't pick it up, if he doesn't even try to pick it up, he leaves a 30% score on. And that's kind of one of those players where if someone was really good at Bloodbowl, they'd make that kind of right choice all the time. But it is hard, isn't it? It's really late, nearly 3 AM, and there's a lot of pressure on. Wow, unfortunate kick-off for Guinness there. Enzo would have picked it up after about 2 minutes thinking about it. Yeah, he had the time. He had all the time in the world to think about it. But he should have dodged with the thrower. No, he shouldn't have, mate. It's better to make 2 2+ GFIs than a 4+ dodge. Yeah, Enzo thinks about a risky play for 2 minutes and still does it every time. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, look, it's like if somebody goes all in with 2-7 and beats pocket aces, it doesn't make it the right play just because they win. So, you know. And kind of Guinness has to go for the riskier plays here, and Spartako has to go for the safer plays in a way. So he's got to be wary about how he protects the thrower here. Is he going to have to? Is he going to stay back? Well, the skinks are so fast. You could go back here and then make a pass next turn. Or is he going to? Obviously, he'll want to move forward, but if he moves forward, he's got to make sure he can protect him. I think he might go back. No, he's going to go forward. Is he just going to make the pass this turn? Ballsy. Wow. Ballsy play there. He would have had to use the reroll on the catch, wouldn't he? Otherwise, he just gets blitzed away and the skink picks up and maybe counter scores. So line out to here. Wow, that was a pretty ballsy move. I guess he gets to move the other line over here. Doesn't want to make a GFI with him, does he? And it still screens off the whole half there. No, said the coach. I wouldn't call it stupid because he does have to get the ball there. But it was ballsy. Yeah, you can argue that he's got to. Yeah, tagging the Saurus is fine. And to be fair, look, said the coach, I would call it stupid sometimes, but I think this wasn't outright stupid. Some things are outright stupid, like, I don't know, not blitzing the only gut runner that was in range and then not going for the pass and stuff. Like, that was just stupid. This was ballsy. It was ballsy going for the 30% score. It wasn't just outright stupid. But he's not playing risky because his opponent wasn't punished when taking them. He's not a good. I mean, he's not doing that. He's having to play a bit risky purely because Guinness's risks paid off, hasn't it? That's the thing. It's forced him into playing worse, if you like. But the thing looks at the coach. The other option was to just hang back, like I said. You know, it was interesting because he couldn't really protect the thrower here. So his option was to pass it this turn or hang back and then do a longer pass next turn. So it's hard to say it was absolutely wrong. It wasn't categorically stupid like some things are. I don't think it is. It was super risky, but not necessarily stupid. The other option was risky. Either he goes forward and passes it on a 2, or he stays back here and then maybe next turn has a skink screen, or you know, who knows what happens. And this is a tough matchup for Orcs in general. Orcs versus Lizards is tough. So even though he's got a much better developed team, it's still not easy. True, coach, good time. Maybe he should have only moved 1. He needed the scoring threats though, didn't he, with the turns ticking down. So yeah, maybe he should have just removed 1 of them. But even then, he did want the scoring. He did want the scoring threats, didn't he? Although we say the canoring threat, he did want something downfield. Yeah, he did play it like he only had 2 turns. True. He did. He did play it like he only had 2 turns. So maybe he could have played a bit safer. Yeah. KO'd. A 1 in 9 chances on a 3 roll with on a 3+ with a reroll. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, he wants to get up as far as he can, and it's not depending on who makes the play. You know, I think that's unfair. I think he'll go for the score here. I mean, this is a pretty easy touchdown, isn't it? Just 2D him and get a POW. And then 2D him and get a POW and then score. Or he can run around here and something. Yeah, he just needs 2 POWs. It's pretty easy. 1 in 4-ish. Now it's a lot harder because the diamond tackle's there. Sidestepper here. So now he's going to look to get over here somehow. See, he had to get forward, didn't he? Blitz him, hand off to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. GFI. No, it's pretty tough. So you'll have to blitz him, hand it off to him, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And still can't score. Howiesaurus is in. Wow. Okay. It's officially looking very difficult. Yeah, one day Guinness will use a reroll. I mean, Guinness just doesn't fail anything, does he? Now it's officially very, very difficult. But you can't blame him for, like, that's not a stupid play. You've got to make the Saurus dodge there, haven't you? This is tough. You can 2D him though. And then he might be thinking of trying to get some kind of chain push here. This is horrible having to make this dodge, isn't it? He doesn't want to have to make this dodge here. So he might run away. Alright, so he's just going to potato with his blodger. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it is a risk, but without taking a risk. However, if you fail a dodge and your Saurus gets killed, it's pretty bad. So he can make a bit of a cage here, can't he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get him in there and get him round here. This is pretty nice. And he's got a bit of wiggle room on the last turn. But it's going to be hard for him to protect against the skinks. No, he wasn't going to go through the TZ. He couldn't score, so he wasn't going to about to make a dodge even with dodge, was he? Maybe he'll make like a Y cage. Get that guard in. I think this Black Orc to here. Is this the movement 3 one? No, it doesn't matter anyway. So he can base the blocker. He can get to there. He either goes here or here. Yeah, so he goes there. I would go one more. Shouldn't he go one more? I think he should go one more. I guess now he can go here or here. So he can think a little bit more. I'm surprised. I would have gone one more there. I guess by going here, it stops him getting assist in there and then dodging in somehow. Obviously he goes in here. Oh, he's got his thrower. The thrower might want to give up a block, as bad as that is. No, he went for the dodge with a went for a 50% dodge instead of getting his armor 8. Agility 4 guy hit. He can't even dream of rerolling it at all. I don't know, I think I would have gone one further, just to make, you know, everything moving around. Yeah, good for a handoff. He doesn't want to risk his thrower now. Yeah, pixel hooker. Yeah, I mean, there's a difference between not wanting your players to die and then, you know, not wanting to risk your star players for little to no gain. Yeah, I don't know about this. I think maybe I'll put him there or something. It was pretty big to mark this Saurus though, so maybe it would have been worth risking his thrower. He's just going to blitz here, isn't he, realistically? I don't think he's going to hit the ball. Just mark him with a diving tackle. Yeah, I think I would have risked the thrower as well. Wouldn't have wanted to. It just depends, doesn't it? Depends how much you want to go for the win. The fact that it's best of 3. Yeah, you do really need him. That is true. That is true. It would be much harder if you lost the thrower to it. You would feel so bad if you marked him and he 2D'd him and killed him. You know. It would have been horrific. So it's and that's one where it would be easy if he did base him and he cast him. He would look really stupid, wouldn't he? Because he's based this guy, Bucky. That's why. Not because he could have blitzed the ball. It's not always about getting the ball blitz, is it? He's tagged him, and now he's still got two guys here. It's obviously a harder play to make in game 2 of best of 3. If it was just a one-off, if it was the second half of the absolute final, then you definitely mark him, don't you? I mean, that's 100. If this was the final of the World Cup, tied at 1-1, and it was the second half, you absolutely make that. You absolutely tag him. So the tagging is the best play, but it's just whether you want to risk your throw or not. And obviously, he just didn't think it was worth risking his thrower. If it was the finals and second half, you tag him. There's no doubt about that. Oof. Injury. Black Hawk. Massive. Massive. So yeah, that would have been his thrower, right? If it was his thrower getting blocked, because it was a 9 and a 10. So yeah, I pulled the miss next game, which is fair enough because the miss next game in this is pretty bad. Ooh, skull. He finally used a reroll on a gratuitous 1DB. Yep, that was a big dice roll. For sure. So yeah, he could 2DB here. And then 1D into dodges, that's horrible. One, two, three, four, five, six, GFI, GFI. You can just dodge. So you could blitz him, maybe. Can you blitz him? Not really. Oh, there's another guy there as well. He can't dodge away from down tackle. It's just not even. It's not even an option. And he hasn't got another player to blitz him. So yeah, it looks like blitzing him into. If it's a POW, if it's not a POW, 5, 4, 3. So actually, this is a 5, and then a 3-2 too. So he could actually dodge. This dodge is probably better than the 1D actually, if you think about it. Maybe blitz him. I don't know. It's tough. If he powers him, then obviously 4-4-3 isn't that hard. But I think going for a 5-3 is better than the 2-2. Yeah, sidestep with a dive and tackle. Brutal. Yeah, I think I'd look at the 5-3-2-2. He's got a reroll on both then, hasn't he? He's 55% to make the first dodge, and then he's got a reroll for 3-2-2. Otherwise, he's looking at... He's only going to power him 1 in 3, and then he's looking at 5, 4, 3, which is worse, isn't it? Still got another minute to think about it. The throw is miles away. If he blitzes him though, if he gets the POW, then where does he go? I failed. He failed a 55% dodge. And he rolled a 3. Literally doesn't matter if he catches it. So there you go. Dive and tackle, putting in work there. He rolled his 3. Is all he would have needed if it wasn't for the DT. Well, 3 minutes of thinking for the 5+ dodge. I think it was the right place. I think it was the right play there. It was a 5+. Diving tackle is a good skill, yeah. Yeah, DT's -2, yeah. Dodge out the line on, try to power the DT. Maybe. Well, there was a way he was about to make that dodge. It was a 55%, wasn't it? Yeah, it was better odds than the Guinness TD. I believe that actually. Let's have a look at what Samba says. He had dodge. He needed a 5. Then a 3, and then 2 2+. He was 44% to score, 44.5% with a reroll to score that touchdown, and 30.31% to score without. So it was absolutely easier touchdown. Yeah, exactly, Valinek. I think he made the right play. I think he made the right play. The 44% shot to score wasn't bad there, was it really? No, DT works properly. It's the -2 does not disappear when it's triggered. What happens is the DT. There's just a visual thing. It works properly. So Spartako's still missing his blitzer. Guinness has a full team. His skinks and Soros are made of iron. Yeah, 2 shots at a 5+ dodge, yeah. Yeah, it looks like Guinness only has... No, Guinness must have 12. No, Guinness has 11. Surely Spartako had 12. Yeah, so it's 11 versus 11. Why is it 4 minutes here? Blitz. Oh, wow. 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 Spartako's got to be fuming here, hasn't he? He's getting shafted. No, it doesn't, Vlanik. I don't know what. Yeah. What are you talking about? Not really, Vlanik, because Yuki sorts it all out. You just put it in where you've got skill rerolls and stuff, so it just sorts it out. Yeah, Spartako's been diced hard both games as well. It's you'd be pretty mad about this. I would be fuming. I mean, he gets to cage here, doesn't he? He gets to absolutely cage the ball off. Brutal. Tricky blitz. Why? It's tricky as in I don't know why it's tricky. It's tricky as in he might destroy that black orc and fully cage the ball in his opponent's half. If Guinness overcommits and it's a touchback, but the chance of it being a touchback is 3 in 16, so it's pretty low for it to be a touchback. And then plus, I guess slightly more because it could scatter somebody else and go out. Interesting. So now it's a 3 and 8 for the touchback without being power. So now he doesn't overcommit. So yeah. So now that it's going to bounce, he's obviously just not going to overcommit now. If that had been a POW, then obviously he puts the guy under it and it's a 3 and 16. But now it's a 3 and 8. So now I guess he doesn't go. Yeah, that's enough. And then just keep the other 3 behind. He really needs the touchback now, does Spartako. He needs some luck and gets a touchback. If it's anything but a touchback, he is absolutely screwed. Oh, I'm surprised he went for the extra one there. I'm surprised he went for that. Because now, I mean, if it's a touchback, he really is in a bad spot. But I guess it's not bad going. Yeah, 5 out of 8. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, overcommitting isn't bad. But I think maybe he didn't need to do that. I don't think, but it's not that bad to do it. Yeah, he gets the touchback. But even with the touchback and being able to completely get away from him, he's still got to store out 8 turns. So yeah, the overcommit isn't bad. Sure, it really pulls his defence out of position. But these are movement 8, these are movement 6. It just doesn't... It doesn't even matter that much that he's completely pulled out of position. I mean, that was very lucky for Spartako. But of course, very unlucky to get the blitz in such a bad situation. So I guess that kind of evened out. I don't think Guinness needed that guy here, but you can see his reasoning, of course. If it goes any of these, it's better to have this guy here. Well, any of these 5 squares, it's better to have him there. And like, so what that he's given up this space, he just moves back next turn. That might have been Spartako's only bit of luck, yeah, exactly. Not getting completely screwed on a blitz. That would have basically killed the game and knocked him out of the World Cup, probably. But he's in with a little bit of a shot at least. And now he's got to really conserve those re-rolls with the prospect of overtime. Yep, this guy's got to stay down. And this is his leader about to get 2dB by block into another 2dB by block. Spartako qualified, I believe, from the German league. Oh yeah, there's plenty of time. I mean, giving up this side of the pitch doesn't really do anything against Orcs, does it? It's really not big at all. Sit the couch. It's fine. They're not in a bad position. They're knocking over a Black Orc and then running back. He's got 8 turns to score. He can't score before turn 16. If he scores before turn 16, he probably loses. So in the grand scheme of things, it's fine. That was a pretty nice power into an AV break. Wow. Huge 1dB there. They're not in a super great position, but I think it was worth it. And I think this that was the kind of dodgy play is absolutely fine. Oh wow, he's got to keep that. He literally has to keep the skull now. Wow. Good job Spartako gets bad luck, otherwise you get no luck at all. Yeah, it's easily recoverable. Spartako has to score turn 16, you know? So this was not bad at all. Anyway, I need a teen away right now, so I'll be right back. Oh, these energy drinks are a killer. Wow. Do you not see the lizards there? So yeah, this is still really tough, but that stun was massive. I can't believe he's really getting hammered here, isn't he? I guess he gets to make a 2D here, 2D here, maybe blitz here, and then cage up around the middle. No, it doesn't look so bad. Wow, he gets the blodge, the dodge stepper, dive and tackle in play. But of course he gets to go here and then blitz him, but wow. Ballsy play again from Guinness. I think you just get him in here, don't you? Block him out and 3D him. To be fair, Spartako was really lucky he got that stun, otherwise it would basically be game over this turn. Nice for him that he abandoned him, so he gets to stand him up and assist this 2DB. I am not Arrested Development. The general theme on match 2 is Spartako is getting diced again. Oh yeah, that's nice. 3 dice into another 3 dice there. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, blitz with the Black Hawk. Oh, an armor break. Just another stun. Thank you for the follow, Evalit. Interesting, not making that 3D. Get him back here, something. This one to here. And this guy to here. 2D him. Might put him on the Crocs to keep him occupied. Yeah, 3:30 AM. This is pretty crazy. Does he just not follow here, maybe? Even follow. So yeah, he did mark the Crocs with him. 3 dice here. And then his fateful 2+ dodge away. Yep, of course he rolls a 1. How could he roll anything else? Wow. I'm amazed that he didn't 1 in 36 it. Wow. He's getting hammered. This game could be the end of the... Guinness could win this one easily here. The way it's going. He just can't hurt skinks at all. In 2 games, he hasn't even hurt a skink, by the way. He hasn't even KO'd a skink in 2 games. 3 halves, hasn't KO'd a skink. That's outrageous. And he's given up plenty of hits on them, has Guinness. Including potatoing for no reason. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Guinness hasn't played bad at all. You know, Guinness wouldn't be like an unworthy winner, but yeah, Spartako has had brutal dice, and he's still been in with a shot at both games, hasn't he? You know, ultimately, Guinness had to get luckier than Spartako to score his touchdown, and he scored his and Spartako failed his. Spartako failed a 44, Guinness made a 30. And there you go. Yep, surfing a Black Orc here. Brutal. Oh well, not so. Yeah, maybe Spartako would have beaten some lesser people with these dice, but well, I'm just trying to balance Rothel, seeing as some people think that I seem to favour Spartako too much. I just want to, I want to make it clear that I'm not insulting Guinness, but he's been dice to hell and back, hasn't he? Spartako, both games he's had horrible dice. Yeah, you have to move the skink in, yeah, to make it a 1 dice. Oh my god. I tell you what, whoever loses this one, I mean, it's looking like Spartako's going to lose this now. He's going to destroy Knockoff in the 3rd, 4th place playoff. That's the 27th is the 3rd, 4th place playoff, and the 29th is the final. Oh, you could have 1D blitzed with a skink, but the difference being then there was less chance of it working. Then, Matt, yeah, better to make the 1D blitz at the last move. Better to get the push with 2 dice and then the surf with 1 dice rather than a push with 1 dice and then a surf with 2. To be honest, you've got to fancy. I think if Guinness wins this, I fancy Malak to win, and I think if Spartako gets through this somehow, he's my favourite to win the final. But will he get through this? He's got to get it to overtime and then win the toss. Guinness isn't a bad coach, but I just think it's going to be a rough matchup for him against the Rats. He can't stop his. But the block on the skink is going to be big, but he can't stop the skinks getting hit and by gutters. And he hasn't got very good ball handling. Oh, it was the Italian league, was it? Oh yeah, it was Strawn that qualified through the German league. Oh yeah, okay, sorry, my bad. I even know that Spartako's Italian, but I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah. Yeah, Italian League, obviously. Silly me. Yeah, Malak did win against the team and luck odds, somewhat, but the coaching let down Knockoff massively in the decider. Very bad coaching. So what does he do here? He's kind of got a blitz here, hasn't he? And just move into the middle. It's only turn 11. He's got plenty of time. Just blitz here and try to make some blocks. Get some value going. He could surf the skink, couldn't he? Maybe that's what he's thinking about, surfing the skink. Pretty easy. 2 dB if he gets the push. Then it's a 3 dB into a 3 dB to surf. I guess you take the surf here. But moving into the middle would be nice. I guess he is moving in the middle after moving that guy. I would have been tempted to do the surf though. I couldn't resist the surf, in fact. And I just made a straight up 2+ dodge. He wants to use his blitz somewhere else. Yeah, Malak's defense was very good, yeah. Strider 84 qualified through the German league. That's who it was, right? Someone qualified through, and he wasn't German and he qualified through the German league. I don't know. Yeah, Strider's Swiss, isn't he? And he qualified in the German league. That's right. So where's his blitz coming here? Is this a guard? This is just a 1 dice, even if it is a guard. Ah, no, so that's why he blitzed there. So he could come back here, get him in and get a 2D on the Crocs. Fair enough. I couldn't have resisted that, so it would have been, you know, he'd obviously the ball would be here and he'd be on one side and he might have got in a lot of trouble. But I couldn't have resisted the serve. I just couldn't have resisted it. That skink would have been gone. Especially after never knocking out not knocking out a skink in 19 turns. Well, not 19, 27 turns. I'd be pissed. You can't reroll that now. Yep, Spartako, he did stabilise it quite well, but he's in the middle in a cage. He's getting swarmed this turn, and next turn is going to be horrible. Next turn is going to be. I don't think he's really stabilising. I mean, he's getting 2D'd. He's getting 2D'd. Okay, lucky bonehead there. Gave him a free stun. Very lucky bonehead there, actually. This guy would have come out here and sandwiched him. Huge bonehead. I mean, it's looking really rough for Spartako. Yeah, but he can just move the skink around here. And the dodge stepper could like get somewhere 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get the blood stepper here, the other one here, dodge stepper even, and then get these two on the side, crash into the side. Yeah, Guinness tends to play a lot better on defense than offense, and I guess the same is true of Malak. The only difference is Malak's offense is with Skaven, so I'd fancy him to be able to score at least. Yeah, I mean, to have not even KO'd a skink in 27 turns is a bit crazy, isn't it? And sure, he made 2 4+ appos, and Guinness failed his appo in the first match, but still, it's still ridiculous. I guess Guinness is thinking about not going all men's contact here. Yeah, Guinness just hasn't needed to use rerolls yet, true. Pretty crazy. So yeah, okay, he's just going to play it safe. Yeah, never failing lizards are pretty overpowered. Yeah. Well, the thing is, Rotholf knockoff is not... Guinness is not knockoff. So... You've got a chance to have a good turn here, Spartako. You know, 2D him down, 2D him down, 2D him down. Make some progress. Oh no, now he's probably not going to 2D him down. Maybe. Fouled. Wow. He cannot catch a break. But he can still knock these 3 guys down. 2D into a 2D into a 2D. But it's looking horrible, isn't it? Especially with this Black Orc over here. The others will thrive and evolve into chickens. Good night, Valeni. Thank you for watching, everybody. This is pretty hardcore, still streaming it. It's 3:40. It looks like it's... I mean, I wouldn't have thought Spartako would go up 2-0. But... it looks like that's what's going to happen. Yeah, if Spartako wins, it wasn't because of the die. Yeah, no one can say that Spartako didn't earn this. If he wins this against all the odds. Now, if you stand up this Black Orc, he's getting served. He'll give up the position for one turn. And you don't really gain much by it. I'd just go for the 4+ dodge, 5+ dodge there. If it goes to game 3, I'm just going to have another energy drink and eat a banana. Oh, plenty of people have won by giving me a serve. I am indeed from the UK, yes. A skink scored on a 30% play, and then an orc failed to score on a 45% play. Well, that's a good question, Mile. I don't know why he didn't dodge away from the sideline. Maybe he couldn't? I don't know. Very good question. Is he going to make a GFI to get to here? Move him in there first. And make a GFI with him afterwards. Yep, North East England, yep. Man's the wall of the north, keeping you safe from the wildlings. Yep. I think he makes this GFI to get here, right? Spartako has been dice time in the game, yeah. But this one, with it being best of 3 and him getting dice twice, is pretty rough, isn't it? Moves him there. Fair enough. Crocs in the tie. So he's got to make this GFI. And he rolls another one. Could have bet your house on that, couldn't you? Wow. This is horrible. Wow. This is ridiculous. 1 reroll for overtime. He has to not use any more rerolls and score on turn 16 and win the toss. Otherwise, he's pretty much out of the World Cup. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Wow. This is insane. I mean, even after all of this, Guinness just gets to man up these guys in the front, blitz one of them. That's just brutal. But that Croc's bonehead was massive last turn. Let him get this far at least. Crazy stuff. Probably the right time to get this skink away now. He's not in the surf and threat, and he can only move one more square anyway, so you might as well get your movement 8 guy somewhere. And like I said, you want your skin spacing Black Orcs. And Saurus basing blitzers, so it's looking very good for Guinness here. I can't. But I guess if anyone in the World Cup can come back from this, it is Spartako, so there you go. Wow, he failed a 1 in 9 block! Can you believe it? Turn 12, he finally uses a reroll. Depends what team you are, to be fair, Bucky, with that assessment. Certainly if you had Lizards or Skaven, you would have a very good chance. That's basically his first reroll of both legs, isn't it? His first reroll of 28 turns there. It sure feels like. I mean, what can Spartako do apart from potato? Potato downfield, run back and hand off to this guy and pass to this guy somehow. The sidestep diving tackle has been outstanding, to be fair. Absolutely outstanding. Yeah, banging, still streaming this. Spartako's been knuffled both games. Is essentially what it's come down to, and it's only because he's so good that he's still in with a shot. I mean, Guinness hasn't played bad at all, though. Guinness has played pretty well, but it's not like Guinness has played bad and he's had to have the luck, but Spartako's had like no luck at all. I'm not surprised that Bucky's cheering for the guy who got luckiest. Literally, he had to re-roll that, didn't he? Making a 1 DB that you have to re-roll isn't great. But then what else is he going to do? No, his first block was obviously failing to knock down the sidestep diving tackler. He needed that so that you could move him in here and get him away, but it's brutal, isn't it? It's just brutal. Stick a fork in him, he's done. He really had no choice to do that. I mean, that was a 2+ to not fail, and a 3+ to make a to not have to make a 4+ here. But it's just brutal. And he rolls a 1 anyway. Wow. Oh, you gotta feel bad for Spartako here. You may say that I'm biased. You know, a lot of people have said that I've been biased, but come on, man. He has been screwed. There's no doubt about it. It's pretty much over now. Abandoned ship at least has been roasted. Yeah. Looks like it's over now. Can't make a single 2+ yet. Like he had to try. He tried a 2+ to make it a 2+ instead of a 4+. Rolled a 1 on that 2+, then rolled a 1 on that 2+. It's unbelievable. Getting his own little Montreal screw job, yeah. Outrageous. I need Dawn to tell this is all just fine, just perception bias. Yeah. The actual data, yeah, that was a laugh, wasn't it? The actual data was hilarious. Wow. And he just needs to keep it, doesn't he? I mean, he's got to use his reroll in this pickup. And then he's got a perfect screen. So it's basically 8 times out of 9 he just wins here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Runs all the way back. Yeah, I'd just get this Saurus back to here. Interesting. Is he going to move forward? Is he going to try and surf this guy or something? Oh no, he's made his blitz. I don't know what the idea of this move is. He's been pretty greedy here. I think I would have just ran back and screened it off, but he's gone for the second one. So yeah, that's it. It really looks done now, doesn't it? 3+ for a 2D. That's all he can do, probably. Nope, you can't even do that. Oh yeah, you can. Hey! He failed something again. Into a KO? No, he's already got 2. It'd be crazy if he was on 30. This is about that time where you don't even want to click through, do you? You don't even want to click through it. But what could he do? 1 dice here, and then he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then hits him with block. It's so much better to make the hit with block that maybe he's got to do this. Or block him. Can't block him. Yeah, BZ. I won 1. That is the truth. As I said in that Steam thread, Dode is the Terminator of Bloodbowl forums. He can't be reasoned with, he can't be bargained with, and he absolutely will not stop ever until you are dead. I don't even know what's making this noise. So he's trying to make a fight of it, isn't he? Fair play to him. It's tough. I mean, how does he even score? Even if he makes this bullshit, you know, I guess, oh yeah, this was a better 1 dice to do, wasn't it? Yeah. Now he's got to try. Oh, this isn't even 1 dice because there's a Saurus there. I didn't even see that Saurus. Oh, wow. I guess he makes this dodge for a 2D then. Gets the POW into the crowd and hope for a throw in this way. Oh, he sidestepped, so he couldn't choose anyway. KO'd him! He finally KO'd his skink! Yay! Turn 30. Turn 30 of the semi-finals. How does he score? Actually, if he dodges away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he's not in that bad a spot with him. Get him out or something. Oh, he's the only movement 3-1, but he could move him to there. Dodge him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then dodge him out. At this point, I hope Guinness would just win, so I don't have to stay away for a 3rd game. Yeah, absolutely. Of course. You see, he went for the 1 in 6. Now, I don't agree with that because it was a 1 in 6, whereas this was a 1 in 9. But I guess he gets further away by making this 1 in 9, doesn't he? Although he gets into a safer spot, he does actually get further away from the touchdown, so fair enough. He should know better than try to roll anything but a 1 with this fucker, though. He is just the roller of infinite 1s, isn't he? This goddamn thrower. Plus, getting the thrower to here is much better than getting him to there. So yeah, I guess it makes sense to me. It's fair. Saurus touchdown, except it's someone who doesn't even need it. All hail Voodoo Mike. Saurus pickup. He can even go for a reroll. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. You know someone's taking the piss when they can reroll it and it's not even that bad. So right now he gets him free somehow, and then this guy makes a 3+ dodge, 4+ dodge, 4+ pickup, passes out to him. Just start off with this. Oh, this one's even a movement 3 one, so you can't even tag this Saurus here. You can actually get free here. You can do something. Stand him up, blitz him, 1 dice, run around, get a 2D there. He's got a bigger chance than he should have. Wow, so it's really looking like Guinness versus Malak in the final, which is pretty cool when you think about it. After the sea of orcs and dwarves and dark elves, and yet through it all it was Skaven and lizardmen. That's pretty cool. Lizardmen were a pretty good metagame choice because they weren't that bad against the dwarves, and obviously crush orcs. Yeah, minus move is... It's amazing how much minus move on any player impacts the game. Yeah, but you know what I mean, there is like the vaguest chance. He should have no chance to the way the dice have gone so far. There is a kind of a tiny chance, isn't there? In 2 games, yeah, exactly. He's been shafted for 2 games straight. It's unbelievable. But you could block here, 2D, move him in there, stand him up, or even blitz with him, 2D, 4, 5, 6. So he's got options here. If he had a reroll, it wouldn't be that unlikely, you know. Just standing him up and blitzing with this one. Or is blocking with this one? I would have blitzed to try and get this this block done. Yeah, absolutely arrested development. Wow, this is unfair. An unfair matchup. Alright. I would have scored with this guy. I mean, I know this makes the pickup more likely, minus 2D'ing him. But who scores now? Yeah, he did actually hurt Source more than Skinks, yeah. And he got to hit the Skinks a lot. 3 dice in them with block, plenty of times. Hey, and they rolled a 1. In a stud. Oh. Oh God. That's unbelievable. He gets to try another Saurus pickup with this one this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he's got to go for this Saurus touchdown here without any star player points. Yeah, the canoring threat is no more. So yeah, he's got to go for this touchdown here, I think. I wouldn't have made any blocks. I would have got my reroll for the pickup. Nitpicking a little bit that, but I mean, come on, you're unlikely to hurt a Black Orc here. Just get this cage down here and go for your pickup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The reason I wouldn't try to score with this skink is who cares if he scores. He was 55% to score with this Saurus just then. And you made an irrelevant block to stop himself. Yeah, Ardwolf, incredibly rough. You got to feel for Spartako. You know, well, when I say unlikely to hurt, Kaz him. You know, he is unlikely to get a Kaz. He rolled a 6 in the pickup, so he could have scored with his Saurus. I think he had to make the Saurus play there. I would have done. I would have got 3-star play points on my Saurus there, and then if this guy gets the MVP, he could have leveled him up, but. There you go. Cheeky foul, might as well. Or Saurus dodge or something, I don't know. It's pretty easy for him to get a 2D, so maybe just move him out of there or something. Another 6, yeah. If you can't go for a Saurus pickup in this situation, where can you go for it? Yeah, the animations are a bit wrong sometimes. Well, I can't say I'm sad about it ending now after 4 PM. 4 AM. Pretty ridiculous. Oh yeah, Spartako. It depends. I guess there's still a lot on the line, isn't there, in the 3rd, 4th place playoff? So in like football games, the 3rd, 4th place playoff is absolutely pointless. But in this, it's actually pretty important in terms of the prizes. So yeah, at least Spartako should smash knockoff to win the 3rd place playoff. Yeah, I think Guinness made a few mistakes in the first match. Like, he nearly made an amazing play that I didn't see until he moved his 2 guys, but then he ended up making a very poor defence against the 2-turn touchdown. But there you go. Wow. And what's 4th place Squirrel do? That's the thing, isn't it? What's the difference between 3rd and 4th? He did have the 50% misclick dodge, yeah. And even then, though, he doesn't even get punished half the time, does he? So he was still unlucky. Yes, a 3rd, 4th place playoff is for $500 and a laptop. So it's pretty big deal, isn't it? The 3rd, 4th place playoff. Yeah, he got smashed to pieces there. $51 blocks to 46, and that's not out of the ordinary. I mean, it is a tough matchup, Orcs against Lizard Men. It's there you go. Wow. Oh, he even got the level up on that blitzer, so I guess that's good for the third place playoff. And he got an MVP on the Saurus, so he gets another block. So he's but he should have scored on a Saurus definitely when he had that chance to get the Saurus thing. But yeah, at least he got the Orc blitzer level up for the Dwarf game. Wow. That was just brutal, wasn't it? You got to feel for Spartako there. He didn't really get the chance to outplay Guinness. I think he did outplay him though. I think Guinness made a very poor two-turn defence in the first game, and the rest he was just dominant, wasn't it? The luck made it so that Guinness did not make mistakes that much, but it was just what could even Spartako do that last game? It was outrageous.